Well, it looks like a lot of folks just joined on, so we're going to go ahead and get started to maximize our time here this morning. Again, a very hearty good morning and a welcome to all of you for joining us on our MEC Products webinar. We're so happy to have you with us and to take your time out of your busy schedule to join us. I'm Randy Weiner, Benefits Consultant, and with me is Liz Wilson. She's our Executive Director of Sales and Marketing. Together, we're going to share with great enthusiasm a set of new MEC products from Allied National. Really excited to have the opportunity to share these with you this morning. Before we proceed, just a couple of quick housekeeping details about our webinar. So quick reminder is that your microphones or your phones, if you're listening to this on your phones, are muted on purpose so that we can maximize the time of the webinar here. However, we still allow you at the lower corner of your screen with this webinar platform that you can text your message. So if you've got a question that all of a sudden comes to your mind as you're watching or hearing about something of the product features here and you want to ask that question, you're free to type that question and we'll do our due diligence to get to that at the very end of the webinar as well. If for some reason, if we don't, another housekeeping detail is that we will also be sending you an email copy of this webinar recorded for you, as well as a question and answer sheet tool that you'll have as a benefit for you as well too. So with those housekeeping details out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Liz, and she's going to kick off our MEC product update presentation. Liz?
Good morning. Thank you, Randy, and thank you everyone for joining us. We are so excited. I'm sitting here smiling already. Randy and I have been eager to host this webinar and share with you an update to some of Allied's product offerings. And first and foremost, I just want to acknowledge we appreciate your time, of course. It's a really busy season, no doubt. We're going to try to expedite this and move quickly so that we can get you the information we want to share and let you get back out there and hit the ground running. We will end this with some time for questions as well. And really the overall theme of why we wanted to bring this to market and get it to you immediately, we heard you, we've been listening. As we continue the theme of being an agent-friendly organization, one of the things that's first and foremost important to us is that we're listening to you, we're hearing what you say you need to be successful out in the field. And something we've heard over and over is you want more guaranteed issue products that provide a lot of value. So what we're bringing to market now, it's available immediately, is more MEC. Some of you may be familiar with Allied's MEC product historically. So essentially what we've done here is an update. So we've got a basic MEC plan that is again still available, but we've added some tier enhancements so that you can provide more value at still very affordable rates for your employees. So there's no underwriting, guaranteed issue, it's affordable, additional value tier options, easy to sell, easy to install, and again, as always, the MEC product is protecting the employer from penalties and fees. So I'm going to let Randy move on.
All right, very good. Appreciate that, Liz. You know, as you can see in here today, you know, I think really, Liz, it's clear that we need, as you said, more MEC plan features. And first, whether your group is an applicable large employer, or maybe they're a group that's under 50 lives, you've really got something that really can be of a benefit where every size group can benefit from a MEC plan. So maybe you have small groups struggling and being able to afford healthcare coverage. We call it kind of stair-stepping in and out of health benefit plans each year. Now you've really got, we believe, some options with our MEC products here, including our basic plan that we've had on really on the docket here for multiple years, and now some enhanced plans to provide benefits to small or large applicable employers as well. So maybe your employer group is on a basic MEC and they're asking for more benefits that are going to be very economical and very affordable. Now you've got some solutions. Well, let's really get the ball rolling and allow Liz to really explain what these products are.
So on this screen, we've kind of illustrated the 3 tiers of our new MEC offering. The basic MEC is actually at a bit of a discounted rate versus what we were selling it as before. You'll see the basic MEC at $43. Then our first tier enhancement option is a MEC Plus at $53. And then our third tier MEC Advantage at $98. So when we're sitting around talking about this product, we're thinking, just like Randy said, perfect for a small business or medium-sized business that's just starting out offering health benefits, and maybe they and their employees don't need a $500 employee-only premium PPO product. Maybe what is best for them and their budget, and actually what the employees are seeking, is something more economical, but still offering valuable coverage. These products should not be ignored, and the option for employees to buy up to a richer MEC offering is super significant, and there's a lot of value in these plans that we will continue to showcase now.
So the new MEC plan for new groups is only $43 a month for an employee. In just a moment, Liz is going to talk about pricing for dependents that I think you'll find will be a great selling feature when you're talking to employer groups about the MEC plans and how affordable it can be to also add dependents as well. So we're still covering on the $43 a month plan for the MEC plan, basic MEC as we call it, all preventative care services outlined by the U.S. Task Force for Preventative Care, paid at 100% with no copay. That in itself is a great feature for $43 a month. We've added a simple feature to this basic product, which is now offering prescription drug coverage. So this will mean that there will be discounts that will be available on your prescription drug coverage as well. With the ID card that the member receives, there'll actually be a logo for our prescription benefit manager, Livinity, where the member can then get discounts on prescription drugs as well. So now you can offer a base plan such as this, and members can now buy up to one of these next few options. The next one is our MEC Plus plan at $53 a month for the employee. So it's still going to have preventative services covered at 100% with no copay, plus one simple, easy, economical feature. And that feature is prescription drug discount and one care visit with no copay. You know, many times we've, again, as Liz mentioned earlier, we've listened to your feedback, and many times you've said if there could just be an office visit on this simple MEC product, it would really get a lot of mileage with the employer groups that we work with. Well, we've listened, and here we've offered the MEC Plus product, which can be a buy up from that $43 a month plan to $53. That's going to allow you one primary care visit with no copay. Let's face it, it seems like everybody needs to visit a doctor these days. Somebody needs to get some attention, and this isn't just based on preventative care for this primary visit. If you need to see the doctor for a primary care visit, there's no copay for that as well, all for a low payment of just $53 a month. A very good buy-up option. Well, there's still another buy-up option. So let's tease you a little bit more as we talk about the next product, which is called the MEC Advantage at $98 a month. This is our third optional MEC plan. We call it the MEC Advantage because it has advantages that the member might really like and want to really economically, comfortably afford as well. So it's still going to have the preventative services covered at 100% with no copay. We'll still have the prescription drug discount, but we've added a little bit more to that drug discount, a $10 copay for generic drugs. That's very nice because there's many generic drugs that are on the marketplace. Having this really can be a great feature to a member that maybe hasn't had any means to buy or get discounts for their drugs as well. Now there's a $10 copay for generic drugs. They can buy up this option. Still, one primary care visit with no copay. So that's, as you saw in the previous plan, that carries over on this. And we've added 3 primary care visits with a $20 copay. Now, this means that for whatever doctor visits you need to see, you'll have 3 of those that you'll have a simple $20 copay. So when you count all four together, you've got one primary care with no copay, three with $20 copay. You have 4 office visits you can have in a year on this MEC $98 MEC Advantage plan. But we don't stop there. There's also 3 specialist and urgent care visits with a $50 copay, and it gets better, 5 lab and x-ray services also with a $50 copay. That means one also diagnostic testing such as a CT, PET, or MRI scans with a $200 copay. These are all features that can really be very affordable if an employee says, well, I like the MEC, now I want that MEC Advantage, simple buy-up option to do that as well. Features that really, when you think about it, the average consumer needs and wants these types of features that are built in this plan. They want office visits. They want prescription benefit features as well. This incorporates that as well. And we're going to talk about it in just a few moments here. No medical underwriting as well for that as well too. So features that the consumer can use, and it helps members out in having good quality coverage. Now, I also want to point out, remember that all 3 of these plans are a part of our Funding Advantage plan series. That means that there's a claims fund. So if there is any unused dollars in the claims fund that are available to be refundable back to the employer still has the opportunity to receive a refund following a 9-month run-out period as well. Well, I've been talking about the plans in detail here, but I kind of teased you a little bit by offering a feature about the pricing for the dependents. I'm going to turn it back over to Liz, as Liz is going to talk about a really great selling feature about adding and covering and the pricing for dependents. Liz?
Thanks, Randy. I just love that last slide. I think that MEC Advantage product is just outstanding. There's so much value there and so much great benefit. I really can't wait to see this product kind of soar and get into the hands of more employees. But yes, this slide is highlighting the pricing across employee, employee spouse, employee children, and family. You will see, if you're familiar historically, Allied's MEC product was $50 and $50 for each additional family member. This route here that we're taking now, we're offering a discount as you add dependents. We want to encourage that dependent participation, which helps to make the plan more sticky, also increases agent compensation, but it's a really great discount. And so you'll see here, just looking at the basic MEC product, $43 for the employee, $74 for employee spouse, $74 for employee children. So it doesn't matter if it's 1 child or 2, it's still $74. And then look at the family rate at $105. That is a wonderful value for adding your whole family to have a benefit. And then it continues through the MEC buy-up to the MEC Plus, and then the buy-up to the MEC Advantage. These are outstanding rates. And again, the MEC Advantage being my favorite, I just think there is so much value to this product and super affordable. So you've got so much to talk about with your clients who are trying to find solutions for their different employees, whether it's that small business, medium-sized business, stair-stepping in or out of offering benefits, or again, we're going to talk a little bit later, you might have a larger employer that wants to offer different benefits for different classes of employee, and this is a perfect solution for that scenario.
You know, Allied National, Liz, and really my best assessment here, wants not only you to obviously sell these plans, but to understand them and to realize really how easy they are to install and to sell at the same time. So we show here really 3 plans that are pictured here, kind of 3 coins if you want to call it, using some of the metallic concept that the ACA uses. So our MEC only plan is the bronze concept there, and that's the base plan that you can then build from that to offer the silver plan, the MEC Plus plan, or the MEC Advantage plan, where again, features of all 3 MEC plans, pretty easy, is that each tier is a flat rated plan. So that's easy to understand as well. You don't have to worry about coming up with a census for the employees that are in the group and trying to, decipher what the rates are going to be. It's all flat rated, free, easy for you to understand and for your employer to understand as well. It's also a guaranteed issue. So again, you don't have to fiddle-faddle with trying to figure out who's got medical things that are going on and what pricing is going to be. That's going to be a guaranteed issue. So because of that, there's also no medical underwriting. So that makes things really much simpler overall, especially with that MEC Advantage plan, how terrific that is to be able to not worry about medical underwriting with some of those pieces that are being offered there. So to me, it's a great selling feature to your client, how easy it is to install a MEC plan. We would need just a simple spreadsheet enrollment. We simply have that on our website that's available, and the employer still completes a master application. But there is one more thing we believe that you'll appreciate, and this is how you can sell this in a classed setting. So I'm going to turn it back over to Liz, and she's going to talk about how this product can be very helpful in reaching classes in specific groups. Liz?
Terrific. So we're all aware that right now, as always, price is very significant when you're talking to your employer client. And if you're looking for ways to help your client achieve being able to offer benefits to all full-time eligible employees, but maybe their concern of one major medical product across the board is extremely expensive, and not all employees are interested in buying a product of that cost. This is a terrific option that I don't think we see enough of, which is classing out the Allied National products. So you might have a small, medium, even larger sized business. They can have a potentially major medical product for, let's say, the executive team, and then maybe offer one of these MEC products, or the basic MEC, which can be bought up to the enhanced tiers, for hourly employees who you still want to offer a benefit to. So this is helping, again, to protect the company from penalties and fees, because they're able to offer a benefit to everyone, but they're being strategic on what do different classes of employees actually want and what can the company afford. So you're looking at terrific value here to be able to really meet the needs of all your employees, get everybody some coverage. And this is applicable for your smaller employees, as Allied has always been the small group benefit expert. We're also now moving into that space where this MEC product is available for groups of 5 and larger. And you might have a large employer that now Allied has a solution for that group. They can offer a MEC product. So we're so excited about this class out option, because we think it gives a lot of solution potential to employers that maybe they didn't think they could afford what you were putting in front of them before. But if we get strategic together and we look at all the different products Allied has to offer, we can piece them together and make sure that we get the employees covered in an economical way that meets the needs of both the employer and the employee. To be clear, it's not a dual option solution. You can't offer, let's say, a funding advantage major medical product and the MEC product together to all employees. This is strictly a classed out option. So if one tier of employees is getting one product, another tier of employees can be offered the MEC product, and that is a terrific solution. And then again, something that we want to always make sure you're aware of is the compensation on any of our products. So like I was talking about before, we are offering that kind of discount as you add dependents. So that's terrific for increasing compensation. But these rates are with a 10% comp built in. So as always, as an agent, you can determine the compensation that you want for any of the Allied plans that you sell, but the automatic built-in commission compensation is 10%. If you want more or less, we can do that for you. You just need to acknowledge it to us, and that can affect the rate. But the rates that you saw earlier and the rates that will be provided in any quote for you includes that rich 10% commission.
Well, at the beginning of this webinar, Liz mentioned to us how Allied listened to you as agents and getting the feedback that you had provided to us in providing more MEC plans. We've also listened to you in providing what I think really some superior marketing materials. And right away, you'll see on your left-hand side of your screen, we've provided a simple flyer, a one piece of paper that has the three highlights and the features and benefits of the three MEC products. Pretty easy to read and to see. And you can also, as you note there towards the lower left-hand center corner there, you can add a specific marketing message to this flyer as well. So you can either put your agency name if you want to on it, or you can add any other types of marketing pieces. This flyer and the brochure I'm going to talk about on the right-hand side are already approved and ready for you to download on our website. You can see right there, it's at www.alliednational.biz/759, or you can also access this very easily on our website at alliednational.com under the Agent tab, Products, and then click MEC, and you will be able to see this flyer there as well. Also, it's under the Agent Edge as well, a component under the Agent tab as well too. So on the right-hand side is also your brochure. I think it's really notable that we've given you a separate brochure allowing you to add not only a marketing message as well, but a separate brochure specifically for your client in purchasing MEC plans. As you gave us some feedback, sometimes the massive brochure that we've had in the past that has all of our products for good reason, that's helpful in its own right. It's nice, maybe you might only be marketing a MEC product to a client and you don't maybe necessarily want to have all the additional information that can sometimes confuse a client. Here it's a simple brochure that just has the information about the three MEC products. So both the brochure and the flyer are designed to be simple, easy for you to access. You don't have to have a sign on to our website to access this, as you don't even have to be technically appointed to market these products until you make your first submission as well. So it makes it right out of the get-go. You can today, just after we get done with the webinar, you can go ahead and go and download these materials and get started today in marketing these exciting new MEC products from Allied National. Well, we've taken your time up here to graciously inform you about the MEC products, and really both Liz and myself really appreciate you taking some time to join us today. We do have some questions that we will take some time to answer. We may not have the time to get to all of them because we want to get you right back to the busy fourth quarter activities that we're all in here as well. So we will definitely move towards that direction here. So we're going to take a look at couple of questions that we've got here right off the bat. And one is that somebody is asking about the prescription benefit feature on the MEC Advantage about the ID card. So we have changed our ID card delivery system on, as we have with this product as well, with our MEC products. So really kind of coining the concept of one piece of paper. The ID cards will come on one piece of paper. They're perforated and they're of a heavy card stock as well. And it'll be the fulfillment page, and it'll tell you and describe the benefits of utilizing this, how to access our client services team as well. And there will be a logo on the ID card with Lavinity, which used to be Southern Scripts, as their new name is Lavinity. And so the member will be able to use that ID card, show that to the pharmacy, and be able to get the discounts if you're on the MEC Plus, or if you're on the MEC Advantage where you would have co-pays on that, it would show that on the ID card as well. So, and remember that each member receives the ID card directly. We no longer send the ID cards to the employer group, but to the member directly as a point of convenience for the employer, so that the members have that information directly in their hands that's mailed to them as well. Another question that has come up as well is, can I increase my compensation Or I'm going to also say, can you decrease your compensation as well? That part of it was not asked, but yes, you are free to increase your compensation. You would just need to advise us of that when you make your submission that you are wishing to have 11% compensation, 12%, what have you on that. You would just need to tell us that as well. And of course, that dovetails into our next piece here about sales support help. You are, just as you see on your screen here, with any type of MEC questions that you've got, or any type of questions overall with any of our Funding Advantage Group major medical health plans as well, you're always free to reach out to our sales team at sales@alliednational.com, or you can also call us at our toll-free number as well here at Allied National as well. Got one more question here. Oh, Liz, did you want to add one? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll mention as well, if we have agents who have joined us today who are more accustomed to the small group space, as we talked about, this is a terrific product to stair step into or out of offering major medical coverage. But you might also then be able to lean in a little bit more into that large group space that would be perfect for a MEC product. So while Allied is known as being the small group benefit expert, this is a terrific product for those larger groups. It could be a nationwide trucking company, anything that has a large volume of employees, but they need an economical benefit option. The MEC products are terrific, and having these buy-up enhancements make them even richer to get in front of a variety of employer sizes and business types.
Good, good. Another question that came up also, Liz, is these plans that are asking, are they meeting minimum essential coverage? And absolutely so, which is why the name is MEC as well. So they are all meeting minimum essential coverage here as well. They do not meet minimum value plan, but we have another tier level of what we call our cost saver plans that has a tier level that does meet not only minimum essential coverage, but minimum value as well. And on the MEC product, another question came up on our basic MEC at $43 a month. That is the type of plan that the employer would be expected to pay 100% of that total cost per employee, not for the dependents. If the employer wanted to do that, the employer could do that if they wanted to, but just for the employees, they'd be required to pay 100% of that base plan, which would then allow the employees to buy up to the additional plan features as well on their own. They could do that too. So that was a question that several of you had as well too. And of course, this plan does not have a PPO network to it, so it does use reference-based pricing. So we are using that and paying the benefits for the preventative care services at 100%. And then additionally, when there's using the copay features for the office visits for the MEC Advantage or for the MEC Plus, there would not be a PPO for that. We would be utilizing the reference-based pricing for that as well too. I think we might have one more question. Let's see here. Liz, just bear with me just a moment here. Yes, it does avoid the MEC penalty by having these plans in place. And let's see if there's anything else here that we have here. We talked about the ID cards. You can choose as dual options within these MEC products to have the dual option of the basic MEC and then the buy-up features as well. So, but you, as Liz mentioned earlier, you would not be able to do a dual option with the MEC product and then our major medical plan as well. That would create an adverse selection issue possibly. All right. Well, I think, Liz, with time being said here, we'll release everyone to head back to the busyness of the fourth quarter here. Again, we want to thank you so much for your time this morning. We'll put out a email in the next day or so with the recording of this webinar, and also all and any other questions that still filter in. We will answer all those questions and put that out to you as well. Again, thank you for your time. Happy selling this fourth quarter, and appreciate you giving some consideration to offering to your clients these MEC options, as we really find it's a wonderful alternative solution to help employer groups, whether they're large, applicable large employers or smaller groups as well. A terrific plan series of MEC plans to assist your clients. Thank you for your time today and happy selling.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.